Let's get a view now from a money and market expert. Ashraf Laidi is with us now. He works on investment strategy for the CFD and spread betting firm CMC Markets. Ashraf, will this budget bill, do you think, pass through Congress unhindered?
I'm not sure if it's going to pass unhindered, but I think it's going to pass because Obama is actually still facing the demand to want to raise the debt ceiling right now. And there was even talk that the Republicans may actually say that, no, you're not going to be able to increase the debt ceiling. And people said, well, is that real? There will be no more government, and it will have to be shut down. The very same requirements that the Republicans would be requiring from Obama for the debt ceiling would be similar to passing this budget. Now let's look at this. Around 2/3 of these savings are really going to come from cuts, and 1/3 of that are going to come from tax increases. Now, for 2/3 of these cuts to come, for 1/3 of these cuts to come from taxes, that could be a problem. But still, the Republicans are getting what they want in a sense, which is 2/3 of it will get from spending cuts. I think it will pass. It may not pass unhindered. There is a talk that there's going to be a 5-year a freeze on spending, but they actually want to say no. We don't only want to have a freeze on spending. We want to actually have more spending cuts.
Ashraf, we got a report today saying that China is now the world's second largest economy after Japan's economy didn't grow fast enough. It was eclipsed by growth in China. Of course, China still behind the US. How long can the US remain the world's #1 economy?
Yeah, the U.S. economy, is just over $14 trillion large, and compared to China and Japan, which are hovering well below around $5 trillion. But as we all know, it's not just about the absolute size of the economy, but the rate of growth. And, China is growing at some plus 8%. Just to talk about Japan, for instance, right now, so Japan is actually looking forward to say that there is going to be some rebound in growth, partly because of the slight retreat in the Japanese yen. Regarding China, it's not really the story whether they need to grow by the fastest or they are the biggest. It's not really that. What people behind us in the financial markets are concerned is, will China's growth continue to be sustainable, and will they manage to slow it to a soft landing rather than becoming unsustainable and becoming inflationary? This is what they are trying to do. They are trying to take off their foot off the accelerator pedal rather than hitting on the brakes. And they need to do that because it is in the interest of the world economy that this Chinese car only slows down a little bit and does not come to a screeching halt. Yes, the US will remain the biggest economy, is expected to grow by as much as 3% of this year. But of course, it is what is the key concern with the markets about the US economy is that the cost to maintaining that speed is that you have to borrow and you have to issue a lot of debt. And that's what's keeping the dollar under pressure.
Ashraf, many thanks indeed for allowing us to tap into your expertise. I appreciate it. That's Ashraf Laidi there at CMC Markets in London.